Oh, hey, gang. Oh, mercy. Been a while since I've done one of these videos, and I thought, why not come out here? Well, it's very, very nice. Well, I don't know if I'd say very nice. I mean, it's chilly out here. But for the first time in I don't know how long, I'm not wearing a sweatshirt underneath my regular shirt. And from what they're saying is that the weather here is going to be quite nice for a while. Which makes me want to talk to you guys about those Groundhog Day results, which honestly, I'm not surprised. It says, no early spring. Because the thing is, I don't see why they call it, that, oh, you got 6 more weeks of winter. You got 6 more weeks of winter either way. Hey, I'm trying to record a video here. Stop being... Okay. Starting off a little weird. But yeah, I mean, the Groundhog Day results, basically it's like all they really gotta say is early spring, no early spring. No more of this 6 more weeks of winter. Because winter ends pretty much on March 19th. And when the results came back saying that, Phil saw his shadow, I was like, I'm not surprised. And, around here, it's just been, getting pretty warmer and everything like that. And I'm just like, that's just that Arkansas bipolar weather that always seems to happen around here, So, I mean, I just don't get the whole thing about Groundhog's Day. I mean, there are certain places still getting lots of snow and it sucks, but, spring will be here before too long. And we have just, a little over a month left of winter weather. Of course, March gets here and God only knows what's going to happen then. But I'll tell you though, man, we're supposed to be getting some rain this weekend. And with all the snow still hanging around and, small hills and stuff like that, and there's quite a few places that still has them and everything like that. Maybe if the rain does hit here, whether it's Friday or Saturday, maybe it'll just wash all that stuff away. And the thing that I find funny is that the guy who does the weather for one of the local TV stations here, he's always talking about, man, this winter brought on a big drought. I'm like, what season are you thinking of? Winter doesn't bring droughts. Winter brings snow and occasionally rain. So, yeah, dude. Whatever you're smoking, stop. Yeah, I mean, the winter weather around here, it has just been like it usually has been. You get up, you look out the door, you look out the window, and you just try to go with what you can. I mean, when that snow hit here around the last part of last month, and it stuck around, for a little while. I mean, I was able to get out and about and go do my delivery walks and stuff like that. I think about 4 or 5 days after it hit. But it was still a risk to get out there. Snow on the sidewalks and on the road and everything like that. But they had, the snow plows going up and down and everything like that. And I still worry about what the weather's going to be like, towards the end of this month, because February usually, with it being the last month of winter, it usually gets really, really bad. But I can't remember the last time it snowed in March. I mean, it's been a long time, but I'm hoping and praying it's not going to do that. I mean, if the snow's going to come in this month, say just get here, get over with, move along, which hopefully doesn't. It's not going to affect the yard sale, because I'm planning on still trying to have one on the 27th and 28th, if all goes well. Like I said, I hope everything's going to go okay for it, because, the city's not calling on me to come back to work for them anytime soon, which really sucks, but, I'm hanging in there and getting stuff done, everything like that. February yard sales, I don't know, I'm trying to think, how many of them do I usually have? Of course, last year, it didn't happen because I was working for the city and I was trying to get Reno to come here. And I said, dude, just sell whatever you want. I know you got to put up with her, but, and everything like that. But yeah, I mean, if everything goes well, do it the 27th, 28th, and just hope everything goes okay. I'm trying to be positive, trying to hang in there and everything like that. But speaking of yard sales, I still have yet to tell you guys about what happened last month. And the only good thing I can say about last month's yard sale, I made quite a bit more than I did last January. Last January, I only made actually made a little under $10. And this time around, I believe it was close to $25. And some people may say, well, that's not a great improvement, but to be honest with you, after all the yard sales getting canceled last year due to, rain and everything like that, it was like, oh, so frustrating. It's so annoying. And not running it on certain days because, I prefer to try to run yard sales on if the first or the third is around the weekends. Like, that's the best time to do it because people want to go yard selling on weekends. They don't want to go yard selling on a weekday. But this year, if desperate times call for desperate measures, and if the first and the third are on a weekday, then okay, I'll do it if I have to. But I'm kind of looking forward to April because, that's Highway 10 yard sale time, and oh boy, that's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully it won't get rained out this time. But there were a couple of things that happened at the at last month's yard sale that I want to tell you guys about. Nothing big. First customer of the day bought a bunch of stuff, tried to give me a $20 bill for about $10 worth of stuff, and she came in, she goes to the pharmacy, comes back, gives me $10, and I think her stuff was like just over $9, but she was like, keep the change, and I'm like, cool. All she mostly bought was kitchen stuff anyway. Mr. Jiu-Jitsu showed up, and with his weird colored hair, I don't know why he still does it like green and blue for some reason, and some other guy showed up and he had like multicolored hair, and I'm like, why do guys do that? What's up with that? That doesn't make any sense. Looks good on a woman, doesn't look good on a guy. Unless they're trying to go back to their punk rock roots, and it's like, you're too old for that stuff. Stop that. Then the second day the yard sale got canceled because it looked like there was going to be some rain coming in because it was very cloudy that day. And it rained very, very, very lightly. But other than that, nothing happened. Some sunshine came in, I think about around 2 o'clock. By then, I was like, it's too late. But it didn't hang around long. I think by 3 o'clock, it was just back to being cloudy again. So that's going to do it for this one. So I've gone on long enough talking about random crazy stuff. I'm going to try and do a drink video for you guys this week, too. And hopefully Friday and Saturday I can get some videos uploaded. I don't know what I got planned yet, but I'm trying to work on something and all that good stuff. So thanks for watching, everybody. God bless you all. Hope you're having an awesome day. If not, hopefully it's better for you tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you like my videos, please feel free to subscribe. And if you would, please go check and subscribe to any, if not all, the following channels down in the description below. Please help me get to 100 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers, 10,000, 100,000, or maybe even 1 million. Be much appreciated. There's a lot of good channels out there that really need a lot of subscribers, and then there are just some out there that don't even deserve 4. So, just saying. And if you would, if you ever get a chance to, go check out your thing on your channel. I guess you gotta click your videos and go where it says edit channel, and if you would, please go to where it says keep my subscriptions private and have that button clicked over to the left along with that thing underneath it about your videos or something like that. Make sure both buttons are on the left, so this way when you upload a video, people get to see it. And when you subscribe to somebody else's channel, they'll get the notification and they'll see that too. So take care of yourselves. Try to be good. Try to be good yourself. Try to be good to others. Till we do this again, as always, stay strong and rock on.